New York Knicks are exciting to watch this season, and that's something that a lot of people, me included, thought I would never be able to say. What's up, everybody? It's Kid with Game, and welcome to Hoop Nerds. Today, I had to talk about these New York Knicks and their hot start. Yes, they're 7-6. Yes, they're not blowing anybody's expectations away this early in the season. But you know what? They're bringing some excitement to the Garden. They're winning games that they probably shouldn't have been winning most of these games, but they're winning these games. Kristaps Porzingis is amazing this season. He's averaging 29.5 points a game. This guy is making a case for an early candidate for MVP. This guy is probably going to be most improved player, and he's arguably possibly an all-star this year. The way this guy is playing, he has taken the leader that was needed after the Carmelo Anthony trade. He became the go-to guy. He is now cracking under the pressure. He is playing above anybody's expectations that they had for him this season, his first year of actually running the New York Knicks. His supporting cast this year is actually playing well. Enes Kanter, possibly the steal of this Carmelo Anthony trade, is balling, averaging 14 points and 11 rebounds. This guy is that backbone of these New York Knicks team this year. Tim Hardaway Jr. isn't having the best game. He's not reaching our expectations by no means that high because of the $71 million. But you know what? He's not that bad. 17 points a game. You can't really argue with that. You kind of knew that was the guy you was going to get before you signed him. Anything higher than that would have been higher than expectations. But you know what? He's right there. He's playing well. He is trying to be the second scorer on this team, the second best player. You know what? There were nights where he's the leading scorer on this team, and that's something you really want to see from them. Yes, the Knicks are 7-6. Yes, they lost a tough one against the Cavs last night. They should have won that game. The game was in the bag. It slipped away. You know what? You could call it what that was. Maybe inexperience. Maybe they're still learning. Cavaliers, they just know when to turn on that switch. Yes, but you know what? These Knicks teams are fun to watch. Our rookie, Frank Ntilikina, I'll be the first one to say I wasn't impressed when we drafted him. I agree with LeBron James. I think we should have gotten Dennis Smith Jr. There are times where I still feel Dennis Smith Jr. should be a Knick right now. But you know what? This kid is out there giving it his all. Last night against the Cavaliers, he put up 6 steals. He went nose to nose with LeBron James. He didn't back down. This guy brings toughness to the team, something we haven't seen in a long time. This guy is not playing great offensively, sure, but you know what? He makes the right passes, and he's a defensive kid. All that will come. He is a rookie. I'm still waiting for him to completely prove me wrong, but right now there is a little light of hope that he is shining onto me. What's so great about this Knicks team? The fact that they are staying in games. They're keeping the excitement going. They're winning. They're losing the games that are being close. They're not really getting blown out that much. And what's amazing is that this team doesn't have an all-star. Their all-star on this team is Joakim Noah. And you know what? He hasn't even played a single game yet. He served a 12-game suspension. He just got off. He's back. He's still not in the rotation. This team is playing as well as they're playing without a single all-star on this team. Yes, that might change come February when maybe Porzingis will be an all-star. It might change later on. Who knows? But as of right now, the way this team is playing, they have no all-star. They are moving the ball. They're sharing the ball. Everybody on this team knows their role on their team. Nobody tries to do too much. Nobody tries to be a hero other than KP, because you know what? He has to be the hero. But no one else tries to be something that they're not. This is a great team. Yes, they're not going to be. Yes, this isn't a championship team. This team isn't going to make a huge noise in the playoffs, but they have something that a lot of teams are lacking, and that's the chemistry and fundamentals that this New York's team has. They know where everybody's job is. When the Knicks were struggling in the beginning, they had Ramon Sessions, the starting point guard. They took him out of the rotation completely and put in Jared Jack. Jared Jack, you could argue and say, you know what, is not really that big of an improvement for Ramon Sessions because they're both really backup point guards, and all you did was just make a backup point guard into a starting point guard. But Jared Jack is a veteran. He's not coming onto the team. He's not trying to get his points. He moves the ball. He does all the little things that matter. He's averaging 5 assists for these Knicks this year. That's the same amount Derrick Rose was averaging last year. This guy is a true veteran in the sense he doesn't really close out games. The rookie close out games before his defense. You have Kyle O'Quinn, who everybody's been saying the last few years should have been traded already. We have too many big men. Kyle O'Quinn's the one that needs to go. You know what? He steps up. He plays defense. When you need Enes Kanter to sit down because his defense is a real big liability, Kyle Quinn's right there, getting block shots, getting the hustle plays, the little things that you don't put on the stat sheet. Kyle Quinn does it. That's why Kyle Quinn's going to be on this roster. That's why he beat Herman Gomez into the rotation. When Gomez, who was supposed to be part of the young core moving forward in this rebuild year, has not played the ball outside of garbage time. This team has just been gelling and chemistrying so well together that you really don't know what you're going to get from the game in and game out, because teams that you think they're going to lose to, they're winning. Games you think that they're going to get blown out to, they're sticking it to the end. They're giving it all they got. As I said before, Tim Hardaway Jr., yes, $71 million is a lot of money. I'm still saying that we overpaid for him. But you know what? 17 points a game. There are nights where he was the leading scorer. Last night he put up 28 against the Cavaliers. He had a nice steal. This team brings toughness. This team is together. This team's coherent. This team can be a playoff team. And that's something I thought I would never say in the beginning of the season. That's something I didn't have. When we did our early prediction playoffs, I didn't have the Knicks in the top 8. You know what? If I had to redo it, I'll say the Knicks could be a 7 seed right now the way they're playing. They need to win more close games. And the real challenge is going to be when they got to play the West Coast. A lot of these wins that they're doing right now are great wins, but a lot of the teams are not such great teams. And even though a win is a win and we'll take it however we could get it, and it helps with our record, the real challenge is going to come when they got to play these West Coast teams. Another big issue is going to be Kristaps Porzingis. How healthy can he be the entire year? Right now, he's averaging 29 points a game. Can he average 29 points a game for the entire season? He already missed the game with an inflamed elbow, and he's supposedly, there were reports that he has to get surgery on it. He's not going to do it till after the season. So we're going to see how many games he's going to miss because of that elbow. Another thing we have to look at is how well they can continue to play together, how well shots are going to be making. Right now, there's a lot of players on this team that's putting up in the 40% in the three-point range. How will that go? Courtney Lee, great veteran for this team, always making tough shots, not getting ahead of himself, does not try to do too much. Can he keep up that shooting streak he's going right now? Can Porzingis still put up 29 plus points a game for an entire game? Is Enes Kanter this double-double machine the entire year? I think he can be. I think Enes Kanter is a very big bright spot for this team. Enes Kanter keeps possessions alive. He grabs offensive rebounds. He grabs defensive rebounds. Yes, defense for him is a liability. But you know what? Early in the games, you want this guy to score. You want this guy to grab rebounds, give you your second chance points, keep hustling for the ball. That's how you build the lead early, and then when you need to sit him down and bring in defense, we already got the lead. This is something we was lacking last year in the center department. Joakim Noah, honestly speaking, I probably won't be expecting him in the rotation anytime soon, because we have two centers that are playing really great right now. You have Porzingis playing amazing right now. You have Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway playing great right now. I don't see Joakim Noah in this rotation. I would not be surprised if Joakim Noah gets traded, if they do a buyout for him. Something that probably does need to be done, honestly. Joakim Noah, he's very injury prone. He served his suspension already. We don't know what kind of Joakim Noah we're going to get. The Knicks this year are very exciting. I have been watching every game this season with zero expectations going in, and I think that's another big key to their success. The Knicks have no expectations. They don't have a superstar on that roster. There's no more Carmelo Anthony. There's no more, you have an aging veteran superstar. When are you going to make the playoffs? They don't have that anymore. Now you have a young team with no expectations. If they make the playoffs, great. If they don't, they had a young team. This team has so much potential and so much growth that they're exciting to watch. They're not backing down to any challenge, any game this year. They know that talent-wise, they're not up there with the best teams. They're not up there with the amazing Celtics and the Warriors and the Houston Rockets. But you know what? That doesn't stop them from playing great. That's why, to me, they are the most exciting team to watch this season, regardless of their record. Just to see a young team with no all-stars, I can't stress that enough, that they are 7-6 with no all-stars. Porzingis might very well could be an all-star this year, but as of right now, they have no real all-star. Their veteran guy, Jared Jack and Courtney Lee, are really the aging veterans on that team that's playing. This team has been amazing to watch. I cannot wait to see how they progress this season. It's something I'm looking forward to. Again, as of right now, I probably do have them making the 7th or 8th seed, probably an early first round exit, but you know what? They just bring that excitement and they are fun to watch. Anyway, guys, this was a short little video I just had to do about the New York Knicks because, as you know, I am a huge Knicks fan. Come first. I love basketball, but the New York Knicks will always be my team. And they are just playing so well this season that I just had to air that out and vent a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. It means a lot. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We bring videos every week talking about anything NBA related, from games to trades to breaking news, whatever we'll do. You can follow us on Twitter at Hoop Nerds, and we will be back. Thanks for watching. Peace.